Okay, everybody, good morning.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good
Masa.
morning.
How are
How
you?
are you?
How are you?
Okay, Teacher Sasa is good. I'm okay. How about you?
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm
I'm good.
good.
Okay, so everybody, I think everybody is okay today as long as we are safe. Okay, as long as we are safe in our own home, right? So just take care and be careful. Especially when you are outside of the house. Okay. So just take care and be careful. So last time, everybody, Teacher Sasa discussed about what is our topic last time? What did
Smoking.
we study last time? So last
Hmm.
time we study about what did we study about last time?
Uh,
Can you
let
tell,
think.
teacher? It is about the 10 principles and the what is it? The
Accident. Good.
Smoke.
Accident.
the accidents and how to prevent it, right? So this time, Teacher Sasa will have this discussion. So our topic today is a little bit long, okay?
Oh
Uh,
my god.
so Teacher
2 hours.
Sasa, no, 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 only 1 hour, but it's a very complicated topic, okay?
Oh.
It's a very complicated topic. So the topic for today is what is the topic for today? What is the title? What can you see on
Smoking
my
and
screen?
alcohol.
Yes.
Wow.
So our topic for today is smoking and alcohol. So when you say smoking and alcohol, you have an idea already, right? So you have an idea already on what are we going to talk about. But how much did you know about smoking and alcohol? So how much is the idea that you have in mind when we say smoking and alcohol? Okay, so let's go first. So when teacher Sasa say smoking, what do you have in mind? What do you have in mind when I say smoking? What do you have in mind?
Bully.
That's correct. And what else?
Hmm.
What else? When I say smoking, what do you have in mind?
Yasipit lupa.
No, 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 no. It's not the drug. It's not a drug. We have discussed the drug already, right? So smoking is just, I will show you. So what is smoking? What are the chemicals that being, are inside this component, or what are the effects, or what will happen to you if you have this object? Okay, so the first one is cigarette smoking. So there are
Cigarette
many
smoking.
kinds of smoking, okay? So what are we going to talk about is the most popular kind of smoking, and it is cigarette, okay? Smoking cigarette. So what is cigarette?
Soup lah.
Bully.
Buri. What is that? What
Oh,
do you
buri.
call that? Okay. So that is called
Lamdak bully.
cigarette. Okay. Everybody, can you say it?
Cigarette.
Cigarette.
Smoking.
Okay.
Smoking.
Cigarette. Because if we just say smoking, it is only made up of smoke, right? So we can say barbecue or whatever that has a smoke in it. But this time we are going to talk about the cigarette. Okay, so what is a cigarette? What is a cigarette?
Buri.
Bully.
Buri.
So a cigarette is made up of dry, finely cut tobacco leaves. Okay, it is made up of dry tobacco leaves. So this is what you call the tobacco leaves. Okay, so people grow them like rice. Like a farm. So
I
there,
think you could say bullies, you know.
yes, there is a farm for tobacco leaves, for growing tobacco leaves, okay? And they hang it after they harvest, they hang it to dry, and after that, the process will be they will dry it and then
Yasin.
pull it into pieces and
Yeah.
roll in a paper case, okay?
Ủa,
So
cô ơi,
what
hả?
is
Cô mình
a
sai bully
cigarette
liền.
made up from? What is it
Aluna
made
left.
up from? So a cigarette is made up from what kind of
From
leaf is that? What kind of plant?
Tobacco leaf.
Okay, it
tobacco. Tobacco.
yes, okay, very good. Okay, so a cigarette is made up from tobacco leaves. Okay, so this one, how does an individual or how does a person smoke? How does a person smoke? So a person smokes a cigarette by lighting up, okay? By lighting up one end here. Ah, so he put on the light on this one end and inhaling the smoke into the lungs. Okay, so by lighting up one end, it will cause a fire that will burn the stick and the leaves, and the smoke will the person will inhale like that like this. It will inhale the smoke to the lungs. Okay? It will inhale the smoke into the lungs. So, what will happen to the smoke? Where
Before.
will the smoke go? Okay?
It's
So, after the person light up the cigarette and he inhale it, what will happen to the smoke and where will it go? So a cigarette smoke contains, tell teacher Sasa if there is someone coming, okay? Because I cannot see my screen. So a cigarette smoke contains 4,000 chemicals. Oh, can you
chemical.
imagine
Sản
that?
thiết.มี
Ah,
สารพิษอยู่
so,
4,000. Wow.
so a cigarette
Ang min
smoke, the smoke only, not the cigarette itself, okay? The smoke. So the smoke contains 4,000 chemicals, okay, which are poisonous. Poisonous means, what does it mean, poisonous? Poisonous means, me alay, what does it mean?
ปล่อย
Poisonous,
พิษ
yes, and can cause
วันบอกว่าขอบคุณ
cancer,
มาก
okay? So a cigarette smoke contains 4,000 chemicals, imagine that, which are poisonous and can cause cancer. Okay? So where does the smoke go? Ah, where do you think the smoke will go?
go in
is
the
uh
sky.
Uh-huh. Sure. Okay, so teacher Sasa will show you, okay?
กระจายไป
So,
ในอากาศ
uh-huh. So, where
ควัน
does
มัน
the
จะไปที่ไหน
smoke
ก็ได้
go?
แล้วแต่ทิศ
Ah,
ทางลมของมัน
small amounts of chemicals get into the blood through the lungs. Okay? Oh, many.
มันจะเข้าไปในจ
So
มูกเพื่อทำร้ายร่างกายเรา
small amounts of chemicals. Oh, another one. Ah, so the small amounts of chemicals get into the blood through the lungs. Okay, so when the person or an individual, or we call it a smoker, okay, so a person who smokes is called a smoker. Okay, So small amounts of chemicals get into the blood through the lungs, right? So when the person inhale the smoke, it will mix into the blood through the lungs, okay? And they travel to all parts of the body and cause harm, okay? They travel to all parts of the body and cause harm. So everybody, where does the smoke go? Where does the smoke go?
Small amount of chemical get into the blood
into
from the lungs.
Uh-huh.
They travel to
All
all
parts
parts
of the body.
of the body and
Okay.
cause harm.
Okay. So basically, the smoke will join or will mix into the blood through the lungs and travel to all parts of the body. Okay. So what are the chemicals that are found in cigarette? Ah, what are the chemicals found in cigarettes? So, teacher Sasa will show you what are the chemicals found in cigarette
Carbon
and where
monoxide.
can you find these other chemicals and what it is used for. Okay? So these chemicals found in cigarette have other uses too. Not only in cigarette, but these chemicals have small parts and in any other products that we are using and maybe the things that we do not use or harmful to our body. Okay? So the first one is and the main component, okay? So the first one and the main component is the nicotine. Okay? So
Nicotine.
this is the most famous, or maybe this is the largest part of the cigarette. Okay? So the nicotine. What is a nicotine? Ah, in your own idea, what is a nicotine?
Anh nhìn cho cần hiểu anh thử anh nicotineคืออะไร
Mm-hmm. Nicotine. Morphine like that.
สารพิษช
Do you
นิด
know
หนึ่ง
that
เหรอ
song? Okay. So nicotine, it was used, okay? It was used as an insecticide in the past. Imagine. So this chemical is found in our no, not our, in the cigarette, okay? So in the past means adit, right? In the past, it was
ในอ
used
ดีต
as an insecticide. Do you know what is an insecticide?
insecticide
Insecticide are the chemicals that are used to kill insects, to kill bugs, and to kill
ยาฆ่าแมลง
other. Yes. So it is called insecticide. So nicotine was used as an insecticide in the past. So imagine if this chemical is in the cigarette, right? So it is also the main substance. It is the main substance that is responsible for addiction. Okay? So nicotine is the main substance that is responsible for addiction of the smokers. Okay? That's why they cannot stop smoking, or that's why they like to smoke every time. It
มัน
gives
คือยา
them the
ฆ่าแมลง
feeling.
นี่เอง
Yes, it gives them the feeling to smoke the cigarette every time. Okay, it is like their life. It makes them energized like that. It makes them addicted to the cigarette. Okay.
ทรมาน
Yes. The next chemical is methane. Methane. So what
แม่
is
เมน
methane? So methane. If you hear this word, what can you imagine? If you hear this word, what can you imagine? So methane. It is a component of a rocket fuel. So what is a rocket fuel? What is a fuel? What is a fuel? It is a substance to make the rocket fly. Okay? It is a substance that
อ๋อ
makes the rocket
เอา
fly.
ไว้
It
ทำลูก
is
ขนไก่
a
เหรอ
what is that?
ลูกขน
Gasoline.
ไก่
It is like a gasoline. Okay? It
แกส
is
ลี
like
น
a gasoline.
น้ำมันเบน
Okay?
ซิน
So methane is a component of a rocket fuel, and it is also a part or a component of a cigarette, right? That's why our cigarette can light up because of these chemicals, okay? And this chemical is called methane,
นี่เรา
okay?
เรียน
Ah,
เรื่องสารอยู่ใช่ไหมเนี่ย
methane. Next one. The next one is arsenic.
อาร์เซนิกอาร์เซนิก
Everybody repeat after teacher because teacher Sasa will ask you later about the kinds of chemicals and where can it be found. Okay?
โอเค
So the next chemical is an arsenic. So what is an arsenic and what it is used for? Oh my. So arsenic
It
is
used
used
to
in a rat poison. Okay?
rat
It is
poison
used in a rat poison. What is the rat poison? It is used to kill the rats. Okay? It
มัน
is
สำหรับ
used
ใช้
to
ในยา
kill
ที่
the
ดี
rats. So rat poison. So
เดี๋ยวนะ rat
arsenic,
คืออะไรอ่ะ
rat
นั่น
is
คือหนู
หนู
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 rat
อ๋
or
อ
a
ฉันลืม
mouse.
ไป
Okay.
ยาฆ่าหนู
ยา
เหรอ
ฆ่าหนู
Yes, okay. So this chemical is used to kill a rat and it is also found in the cigarette. Oh my cron.
ยา
Okay.
ฆ่าหนูยาฆ่าสารตะกั่ว
Yes. So this is the arsenic. The next one is ammonia. Are you familiar
Ammonia.
with these words? When you hear these words, does it ring a bell? Like, oh, เคยได้ยินแล้ว like this, but you don't know what is it,
ammonia
right? Ammonia. So
Ammonia.
ammonia is a chemical that can be found in floor cleaners. Example, the floor wax or the detergent or
อ๋อ
the
เป็น
liquid.
ยาทำความสะอาดพื้นเหรอยาถูพื้น
Yes, yes, yes,
ยา
yes.
ถูพื้นไม่ยา
Uh,
ถูพื้น
ล้าง
ในดิน
จาน
this
เป็น
chemical
ไร
can
ถู
be
พื้น
found. This chemical can be found on the detergents or the liquid substances that is used to clean the floor. Okay?
ยาถู
That
พื้
is
น
used to clean
อะ
the
ไรถู
floor.
พื้น
Oh, and it is also found in the cigarette. Okay? So imagine how many poisons are there in a cigarette. Imagine. Can you imagine? There is a rat poison. There is a floor cleaner. There is an insecticide inside the cigarette. And the next one is cadmium.
แค่เดียว
Everybody say cadmium.
แคลเซียม
Okay, so a cadmium, what chemical is this? So cadmium is a substance that is used in batteries. Okay, it can be
ใช้ในแบต
found
เตอรี่เหร
in
อ
the battery. Okay,
ใช้ในแบตเตอ
so
รี่
if your battery is being used up, what are you going to do? What does the national health say when the battery is being used up, can you just throw it anywhere or not?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Can you just throw it anywhere? No, you cannot because it is a harmful object. Okay? So, when you are not using the battery already, you have to throw it in the bin, which is a bin for the toxic chemicals. Okay?
อ๋อ
Or
มัน
have a toxic substance
อ๋อ
because
พวก
it
แบต
is
เตอรี่ พ
very
วกหลอดไฟใช่ไหม
harmful. Okay? Ah,
ต้อง
so
ใช้พวกแบตเตอรี่หลอดไฟใช้พวกนี้
yes,
แน่เล
so
ย
cadmium is used in the batteries and it can also be found in the cigarette. Okay? Ah, so the next one is, oh, what
Carbon
is that?
dioxide.
No, it's not a carbon dioxide. It is a carbon monoxide. Okay?
คาร์บอนโมโนอก
Carbon
ไซด์กับคาร์บอนไดออกไซ
monoxide.
ด์
So what can you imagine when you hear the word carbon monoxide?
แตกต่างจากคาร์บอนไดออกไซด์มั้ง
No, this is different, okay? So a carbon monoxide is a substance that can be found in car exhaust, okay?
ควันที่ออกจากท่อไอเสียของรถยนต์
So it can be found in the car exhaust, okay? It is
การคมนา
used
คม ใช่ไหม
to run the car or to
นั่นไงการคมนาคม
yes, ventilate the car, okay? This is called carbon monoxide, okay? So imagine, we are not finished yet, but imagine these chemicals that can be found in a cigarette, right? So the next one is formaldehyde. This one,
ฟอร์มาลดีไฮด์
formaldehyde
do you know what is used for? So formaldehyde, teacher Sasa will tell you. Formaldehyde is the substance that is used for the dead body. Okay? So when you die, uh the person who process your body, who clean your body, will use a formalin or a formaldehyde to preserve your body. So it will not break into tissues. The tissues will be preserved. And example also, when you are doing a science experiments in the lab, like there are dead animals, right? So they use the formaldehyde to preserve the body of the animal, so it will not decay, okay, or it will not decompose.
มี
Okay,
ใครคิดภาษาไทยออกไหม
what is it? A lot, right? So
รักษาไม่ให้
formaldehyde. Everybody, can you say it? Everybody, can you say it?
formaldehyde
Okay.
ฟอร์มาลดีไฮด์
And formaldehyde is what is it used for?
used to preserve body
Okay. Used to preserve body tissues or any other tissues. Okay. Next one. How about the carbon monoxide? What it is used for?
ควันจากท่อไอเสีย
Or where can it be found?
The can before in car
X
X
host.
exhaust
X host. Okay. And next one. Next one is cadmium. Where is the cadmium can be
it is
found?
used in battery
use in the
Okay, it is used in batteries. How about the methane? Methane.
it is
is a
component of
component
a rocket fuel
Okay, it is a component of a rocket fuel. How about the arsenic?
It is used in a rap
Mm,
version. ยาฆ่าหนู
okay.
ยา
So
ทาหนู
how about the substance that is responsible for addiction? What substance is that? What chemical? The chemical that is responsible for addiction. What do you call it?
The teacher one more.
Uh,
for
the
rocket fuel.
yes, so the substance that is responsible for addiction. What do you call that? Addiction in cigarette. What substance is responsible for that? It is the Nico. What is it? What substance is it, or what chemical is it? The substance that is responsible for addiction is called. Okay, that's correct. It's the nicotine. Okay. How about the chemical or the substance that can be found in the floor cleaners? What do you call it?
Ammonia.
Ammonia. Okay. So we have another. Okay. So this chemical is called the butane. Okay. Butane. This is also used for cooking. Okay. So butane is like it is like a bottle, a spray bottle that is used for cooking. Okay. So a butane is used as a lighter fluid. Okay, so it is also can be found in the lighter fluid. Okay, so it is the substance that is used to light up. So when you see, okay, yeah. So when you use the lighter, right? Do you know what is a lighter?
Lighter.
Lighter is the one that creates fire.
น้ำมันเหรอไม่ใช่น้ำมัน
No, no, no. The one that creates fire. Example, when you cook, you
ไฟ
have
แช็
what
ก
is
เหรอ
that?
พวกไฟ
Yes,
แช็ก
that's
เหรอ
it. Yes, okay. So when you open it up, the fire, what are the colors of the fire
It's
that comes out?
blue,
Blue and yellow, and there is something orange, right?
and
So,
orange.
yes. So the blue colored chemical that comes out of the lighter is the
Gas.
butane. Okay, it is the butane. So the blue colored chemical that comes out of the fire is butane. Okay. Uh, so how many chemicals do we have? How many chemicals do we have now?
เองมีคนมาชาร์จเองแล้วก็มาชาร์จใหม่ให้
How many chemicals do we have right now? We have 9
เฮ้
chemicals. 9. Love,
1
9. It's
2
9.
3 4 5 6 7 8
Oh, 8. Okay, sorry. Okay. So there are 8 chemicals that we have studied that is being found in the cigarette. So these 9 chemicals are the substances that causes harm into the body. So we have nicotine, methane, arsenic,
Arsenic,
butane,
Butane,
ammonia,
Ammonia, Ammonia,
cadmium, carbon
Carbon
dioxide,
Monoxide,
and the
Formaldehyde.
formaldehyde. Now, teacher Sasa will ask you, okay? So I will pop you a question and you will answer me with the name of the chemicals. So, what chemical is used as an insecticide in the past, and it is the substance that is responsible for addiction? What is the name of the substance? Nicotine. Morphine. Did you hear that song?
But teacher one more.
Okay. Okay. So this chemical was used as an insecticide in the past, and it is the main substance that is responsible for addiction.
Nicotine.
Nicotine.
Nicotine. Sorry.
Okay, it is nicotine. Everybody say the word, please. One, two, three, go. Nicotine.
Nicotine.
Negative.
Okay. So it is the substance that is responsible for addiction. Okay. Keep that in mind. Okay. So this chemical, the second chemical is a component of a rocket fuel. This substance or this chemical is a component of a rocket fuel. What is it? Fan, Faro, Aideen, Idea, Tanyapat, Ati, Wan, Yaya, Sky. Who else is there? Team. Uh, One more. This chemical is a component of a rocket fuel. What is it?
Metal.
No, it's not methyl. It is called methane.
Methane.
Okay?
Oh.
Methane. Okay? Ah, so, methane. Everybody, can you say it? Faro, can you say it? Methane.
Methane.
Faro?
Nothing.
Okay. So, methane is a component of a rocket fuel. Next one. But be prepared. Teacher Sasa will ask you one by one. Okay? Next one. This chemical is used in a rat poison. This chemical is used in a rat poison. What is it?
Arsenic.
It
Arsenic.
is
Arsenic.
arsenic.
Ah,
Everybody say it.
Arsenic.
Everybody say it,
arsenic.
please.
Arsenic.
More.
Arsenic.
Ati. Two atis. Tanya Pat Punmidit and
อาร์ตี้สอง
liking.
กับอาร์ตี้หนึ่ง
Ah,
ที่สองคนละมีอาร์ตี้หนึ่งอาร์ตี้สองละ
Ati liking and Ati pumidit. Can you say it?
หนูก็มี
Arsenic.
เป็นอาร์ตี้กับอาร์ด้วยอาร์ตี้กับอาร์ด้วย
Ati
เร็ว
liking
อาร์
and
ตี้
Ati
นาย
pumidit.
นายไม่พูดอะไรเลยเหรอ
Where are you?
นายเป็นอิมโพสเตอร์เหรอ
Where are you? Okay. How about
อาร์
fan
ไม่ออก
idea? Fan and idea. Can you say the word arsenic? Fan idea.
is this
Oh, where are they? Oh,
อิมโพ
ah,
สเตอร์
arsenic. Say it.
arsenic
Okay, good job. Next time that if teacher Sasa asks you and you do not answer, teacher Sasa will make you absent, okay? I'm just kidding. Okay, so arsenic is the chemical used in a rat poison. Next one is the chemical that is used in a lighter fluid. What is it?
ว้า
บูชัน
No, it's not a butane. It is called a Butane. Okay?
butane
Butane. Everybody say it.
ขอเสียงอยู่ตลอดเลย
Butane. One, two, three, go.
butane
Okay. So what is a butane? Where can you find this chemical?
ร้านสะดวกซื้อ
In the
ไฟเช็คมันก็ต้องอยู่ที่ร้า
yes,
นสะ
it
ดวกซื้อ
is
สิ
found
So
in the lighter fluid. Okay? Lighter fluid.
โรง
The
งานผ
next
ลิต
one
ไฟ
is
เหรอ
what chemical can also be found in the floor cleaners? What
แอมโมเนีย
chemical?
แอมโมเนีย
Yes,
Ammonium.
it is
แอมโมเนีย
ammonia. It is ammonia. Okay? So how about the chemical that is used in batteries?
Red.
That is used in batteries. What is it?
Cadmium.
It is the
cadmium
cadmium. Okay? It is the cadmium. Okay. And the last question is, what chemical is used to preserve body tissues?
formaldehyde
Okay, formaldehyde, or someone calls it formalin. Okay.
Formaldehyde.
So teacher Sasa will proceed, and later on I will ask you about these chemicals again. Okay. So what happens when you smoke? What happens when you smoke? Do you know what will happen to you when you smoke? So, smoking has several harmful effects on the body. Okay? So, imagine now that you know that there are many chemicals inside the cigarette, and now that you know that the smoke mixes into the blood, right? Through the lungs. So, what will happen? What can you imagine if that smoke mixes into your
smoking
blood?
has
Those
several
chemicals
harmful
will mix into your blood and travel in all parts of your body. Can you imagine? Hit off my. What can you imagine if all those chemicals will be mixed into your blood and into your lungs? So, smoking has several harmful effects on the body. Okay? So, smoking has several harmful effects on the body. The first one is cigarette smoke can cause lung cancer. Okay? Cigarette smoke can cause lung cancer. What is a lung cancer?
ปอ
So,
ด
a
เหรอ
lung cancer, it is caused by the tar.
อ๋
Okay?
อ
Ah,
ส่วน
the tar. Listen to teacher. The tar in
เข้าไปในปอ
cigarette
ดมัน
smoke.
ก็เข้าไปในของในปอด
So the tar in cigarette smoke can
เข้าไป
cause
ทำ
tumor. Okay? Can cause tumor to grow in a smoker's lungs. So do you know what is a tar? A tar is the yellow substance or the brown substance that is being the result of the mixture of chemicals. Okay, so have you noticed that the smoker's teeth becomes yellow, right? So the smoker's teeth becomes yellow when they smoke the cigarette for a long time, because it is caused by the tar or the substance that is the result of the mixture of chemicals. Okay? So this tar causes a tumor to grow in a smoker's lung. Okay? So this is a tumor, and if the smoker smokes for a long time, these tumor can grow bigger and will result to make the lungs stop working, okay? Because it will block the lungs, okay? And it will cause the lung to stop working. So the first effect of cigarette smoking is it can cause lung cancer, okay? Next one. People who smoke also suffer from chronic bronchitis. Ah, chronic bronchitis. So what is a chronic bronchitis? Teacher Sasa will show you. So this is the normal bronchial tube. Okay, this is what looks like the normal bronchial tube of a person. Okay, so when the person is smoking, the bronchial tube will develop with a thick mucus. Okay? It will develop with a thick mucus and it will be stuck and it will tighten. Okay? Uh, it will tighten the bronchial tube that is caused by an inflammation. Inflammation means buwam, okay? Or swelling. Okay?
Buam no.
So
Bom.
bronchitis is an
Bọt buồm.
inflammation of
Ồ.
the air passages. It is the inflammation of the bronchi to the lungs. So example when imagine when your bronchial tube or the bronchis will get bigger. And how can the air go inside, right? So it causes cough. So when the person has a bronchitis, it will cause cough, shortness of breath, and
Hai cái nó
chest
sẽ được.
tightness. Okay?
Ồ, tiếp tục.
So what are the causes of bronchitis to a person? It will cause cough, shortness of breath, and chest tightness. Okay? So these are the effects and causes of the person who smokes. Okay? And later on, it will develop into a thick mucus. Do you know what is a mucus? It is a phlegm or a salit. Salit la. It is called salit in Thai. It is a mucus.
Slate. Oh, I
Okay?
know what is slate.
Yes.
Nhưng mà
So this
nóเหมือน
yes, yes, yes. It is gross. Okay? It is yucky. Okay? So the thick mucus will develop into the bronchial tube and it will block the air passages. So, example, when you have a tube, right? And you put something or you put some other particles inside. So the air or the water that flows on that tube will be difficult. Okay? It will be difficult. Example, imagine a door, right? So we have a door. So when you have a door and you slightly close it, what will happen? Can you fit on the door? When you go inside the door and it is slightly closed, can you still fit inside? Example, teacher Sasa have a door, right? Teacher Sasa have a door. Can you imagine? Kitok my teacher Sasa have a door, right? And teacher Sasa close it for about 50%. I close the door 50%. Can you still come inside?
No.
Yes, you can, but it is very difficult, right? Because you have to fit in. Example, when teacher Sasa closed the door for 80%, can you still go inside?
No, แน่นอน
No. Okay. So that is what happens to the air that is coming in to the bronchial tube. Okay? So when the smoker smokes for a very long time, the bronchial tube or the bronchi will slightly close. Okay? It will close and close. It will become tighten or tight as the smoker smokes for a very long time. Okay. The next effect is cigarette smoke causes emphysema. Okay. Emphysema. So cigarette smoke causes emphysema. So emphysema and bronchitis is a little bit closer with each other, okay? So the bronchitis happens in the bronchial tube, right? So emphysema happens in the alveoli, okay? So alveoli are the air sacs. Ah, so these are the air sacs. So imagine, this is your bronchial tube.
ปอ
This
ด
is
ข้า
your
งหนึ่งดี
bronchial tube.
ปอดข้างหนึ่งไม่ดี
Okay? So this is your bronchial tube, and
มันเสียไปแล้
air
ว
is stored in the alveoli.
อะไร
Okay?
เหรอไอ้ดิน
ปอดมัน
What is
เสีย
it?
ดีไปแล้ว
Oh, okay, wait. So alveoli is the air sac or the air bag in the lungs. Okay? So after the air comes into the bronchial tube, the air will come into the alveoli. So emphysema is the cause of permanent damage to air sacs. Okay? So as a result, the body will not be able to get the oxygen that it needs, right? So imagine when teacher Sasa closed the door. When teacher Sasa closed the door, can you come inside the room or not? Can you come inside the room or not?
ฮะ teacher one more
If teacher Sasa closes the door, can you come inside the room or not?
not
รอด
Not, of course. So the bronchial tube is the door and the alveoli is the room. So when you cannot come inside the room, imagine that the air cannot come inside the door already. So our body will be lack of oxygen, okay? Because air cannot pass through the bronchial tube already. So our body will be lack of oxygen. So the oxygen that enters our body will be gone, okay? So what will happen if there is no oxygen in the body? So as a result, the body will not be able to get the oxygen that it needs. And this medical condition is called emphysema. So you know that the oxygen in your body is not enough when you experience the shortness of breath. Okay? The shortness of breath. What does it mean, shortness of breath? What is it?
หายใจลำบาก
ไม่ออก okay? หายใจไม่ออก
หายใจไม่ออก
หายใจไม่อ
shortness
อก
of breath, okay? So when there is no oxygen in the body, you cannot breathe, right? You cannot breathe. So it will cause the shortness of breath, and what will happen? You will? What will happen? So emphysema causes shortness of breath and can lead to death. Okay? Can lead to death. So some
There.
people, some people must breathe pure oxygen to keep breathing. Okay? So they need the oxygen to keep them breathing or keep them alive. Okay? So a smoker, What is a smoker? A smoker is the person who smokes. Okay? A smoker is also more likely to get heart diseases. Okay? Heart diseases. Smoking causes fat. Ah, so smoking causes fat to deposit and narrow blood vessels. So the smoker or the smoke will cause the fat because the oxygen cannot go into our body. So the body will develop fat to block the blood vessels. Okay? And this increases the risk of heart attack and stroke. Okay? Ah, so
สัญญาณเตือน
yes,
F
heart
เครื่อง
attack
เอก
is
อาการ
heart
ใช้เท้า
attack
อ่อนแรง
is
เข้าใจหาย
what is a heart attack? A
พู
heart
ดไม่ชัด
attack is
พูด
the
พูดไม่ได้
shortness
ฉี่
of breath
วันพรุ่ง
in
นี้ไป
the
โรงพยาบาลให้เร็วที่สุดภายใน4.5 ชั่วโมง
uh-huh. So
4
heart
ชั่วโมง
attack
50
is
นาที
it happens when the oxygen do not come into your heart already. And the stroke, when the stroke happen, the stroke happen when oxygen in blood do not come to your brain already. It cannot pass through the brain, or there is a blood clot in your brain. Okay? So for now, Teacher Sasa will stop here because we don't have time. But we still have a lot. Okay? We
Oh
still
my
have a
god
lot.
oh
Yes. And it is only smoking. We did not study about alcohol yet. Okay? So Teacher Sasa will show you later. Okay?
okay
Next time that we study. Okay? So Teacher Sasa will discuss to you next time. Okay? So everybody, it is time for
1 minute.
it is time for goodbye, everybody. Turn on your cameras, please, and say goodbye to Teacher Sasa.
thank
Bye.
you teacher see you tomorrow
Bye.
have a
Bye.
nice day
Okay, wait. Okay, everybody, smile. Oh no, they go already. Okay, bye-bye, everybody.